Wanderers, welcome to the Wandering Dutchman podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Velpen Trucking and Disposal. It has been a long winter, and there is a real good chance that you've acquired a bunch of junk that you don't need. Instead of allowing that junk to pile up, go ahead and call Velpen Trucking and Disposal and get you a roll-off container for some good old-fashioned spring cleaning. A common question is, what size of roll-off container do I need? A common answer is, how much junk did you acquire? Velpen has 20, 30, and 40 cubic yard containers for you to fill up. Convenient drop-off and pickup. Give Velpen Trucking and Disposal a call today, 812-354-3280, or check them out online and just search Velpen Trucking and Disposal.
The Wandering Dutchman podcast.
Where none of us are Dutch, but we all live in Holland, Indiana. Join us where we talk about what we all wonder about. This is the Wandering Dutchman podcast coming to you from Smoker's Lounge.
The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah, yeah. The Wandering Dutchman. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Wandering Dutchman podcast, coming to you from Smoker's Lounge. Today's episode is brought to you by Velpen Trucking and Disposal. Glad to have our friends over there at Velpen on board. Our buddy Chops, shout out Chops, 1025 native as well. We are here on a Wednesday. If you're listening to us on Wednesday, thanks for joining us. If it's any other day of the week, well, we're just glad you're here. Glad you're with us. Dave, you kind of a little quick on the fade there. We're going to have to practice that a little bit.
Well, you know, it's all new here.
I got my wings clipped, and I'm not happy about it, but that's okay. We're working on things.
Hey, as a group, let's just talk about something real quick. This past weekend in real time, which in podcast time would be 2 weeks ago, we broke bread with our friends from the St. Henry area.
Good time.
Great time.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was very enjoyable.
Quite an operation they got going down there.
Yeah.
They've got it figured out.
Yeah.
They really do. But we...
Wasn't ready for a speech.
No.
I think I nailed it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Get your pet spayed and neutered, mother effers.
Yeah.
Something along them lines.
Yeah. Good thing the little old ladies had been gone already.
You came in clutch with the whole small town.
Well,
reference.
here's what I was thinking about. I am thinking that we are the champions. Every podcast finally,
Of the world.
every podcast kind of finds their niche. And our niche is just supporting small communities, embracing small communities, and the people that make them special.
I like it.
And I think that's a good little avenue for us to live in.
Yeah.
Because it's true. I mean, small communities make it worth it.
Right.
You know, if you put one of the other pointed ends towards you, facing you, it doesn't.
We'll need to get a little paint marker so he knows which.
Which one it is.
Put at him.
Go ahead, big guy. Keep turning. You'll find one eventually. It's kind of like the old milking stool.
Well, you gotta align it with the.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Hey, breaking down the fourth wall. But it was a blast. We had fun.
I had a hell of a good time.
You know, the kind of reverse draw there for names is pretty cool.
Non-winner.
Yeah, non-winner. I wish he'd just call them losers. Like, you're a loser. You're walking out here with nothing.
Well, I don't think that's why they call them losers, because they don't want to make people mad, right?
Well, that's okay.
A couple people got awful excited to hear their name called just to get
non-winner.
Non-winner.
Well, and our buddy Smoke, he took the microphone. He sang a little tune too.
Jen was real proud of that one.
You did?
Were you not there for
I
that?
guess I left.
Oh, yeah. Amarillo by morning. If you closed your eyes.
Maybe I was there. Maybe I wasn't. I don't know. What time did I don't even know what time I left?
I don't know. I didn't know if you left before we did or not. I wasn't real sure who.
Oh, I think I left a long time before.
Yeah, you said we're out, and then the van load of people you took were like,
"We're going with you, Casey."
Bye. And I was like, we're going to have to take these.
Well, no, that was the thing, though. Like, that was like Caitlin even said that. Mrs. Love even said that when we left. I said, we can't all ride together, but like Justine has to work tomorrow. And this is going to be like a thing. Like when it's time to go, it's time to go. And Justin's like, no, that's good. Yeah, we're all going to want to leave and like come back home, and we can like
shindig in
the hood or whatever. We can all get back to Holland. And then when that time came, no, we're staying. Well, see you later. And Winholt was like, where's your car? I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he was on one there a little bit.
Papa was ready for bed. Am I.
He was ready to get tucked in. Little kiss on his cheek goodnight. But it was a blast. It was a good time. Tunes were good. Played the hits. Yeah. Not enough slow songs for dancing, but it's a party, so you gotta embrace that. Saw some folks playing cards. It wouldn't be a St. Henry kind of thing without some card playing. So
I also seen people playing Monopoly. That's 100% fact.
I missed that one.
I sat right down and asked them if they were playing Monopoly, and then they looked at me like, "Yeah, why not?" And I'm like, "No reason, just wondering."
I guess if that's how you want to spend your time, knock yourself out.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I think it's a thing. You have to be there to win the $1,000, right? Like you have to be there. No.
Interesting.
Okay, maybe I don't know why they were playing Monopoly.
Hey, we got a babysitter. Let's take the Monopoly and go to the...
Show those kids what's up.
Yeah. Well, it's good. The funny thing of it is you see a lot of people you recognize, but that's what was... You don't necessarily know names or certain things like that. But
I'm real bad about that anyway.
Well, Dave, you don't
like
to
me
talk
a year
to
to remember your guys' names.
I believe it.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Look at all this man here.
Podcast got spicy there. Yeah. There we go.
Hopefully that's not in the shot.
Yeah. To hell with it.
It's hotter than a $3 pistol over here.
Oh, there was a $3 pistol out here on the table a little while ago.
82.
But I got to thank Miss Kelly Schwetby for getting us in. We appreciate it. We had a blast. Janelle had a blast. The ride home was good. Dave stayed calm in the very back. Justin took the front seat,
of course,
and
as he did in mine.
And it's okay. Like I wasn't worried about it.
I was a little pissed off at your wife.
My wife?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
She ate my cake.
Should have pounced on it faster.
Well, and that's the thing. It was sitting there forever. And Justine was like, me and Janelle were sitting there talking, and, you were gone for what seemed to be an hour, And I'm like, I just probably went to piss and was mingling, Like,
no, I think you were gone for quite a stretch.
Well, that's because Justine wasn't drinking. And Janelle was sitting there, so they were conversating.
Yeah.
And Justine said Janelle just kept eyeballing your cake, looking at it and, back to conversation and then looking at it. And she's like, just eat the cake, Janelle. No, that's his.
Well, you paint her out like this bad guy, like she took it from your little bear paws and ate it in front of your face.
Well, I mean, for reasons why she ate it,
Yeah, well, I mean.
And I said, and Justine was like, just eat it. He's not going to eat it. He doesn't like sweets. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, then she starts to eat it, and then she goes, and there you were. You just magically appeared, and you were like, all this shit. And she's like, Justine goes, F off. You weren't going to eat it. This thing's been sitting here for 30 minutes, Touché.
Dinner was good out there.
It was good, yeah.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I ate at least a half a bottle of A1 on my potato.
Your A1's good on potatoes.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh,
and it wasn't because the potato was bad. It's just because, we don't usually keep A1 in the house. Like, a lot of it, like those big Hella Sam's bottles.
Yeah.
So I went hard. Like, when I seen the opportunity, I went hard. And it was good.
I mean, do you need some A1?
At home?
Yeah.
Well, no. But you owe me a bottle of Frank's.
I know. I got two for you.
We could swap.
Just
I just re-upped on Frank's.
Oh, well, we bought some.
A1 or Frank's?
I got both.
Oh, okay.
I got both.
Stink bugs don't follow a cursor on the TV.
Yeah, because they can't see, Dave. Everybody knows that.
Okay.
Stink bugs don't have eyes?
I don't know.
They are drawn to light.
Yeah.
Too bad we don't have a blowgun.
Yeah.
It's a TV, bro.
TV. Hey, one thing we forgot to mention, there's a freaking bum sitting on our couch that hasn't been there in 6 months.
The building didn't burn
Probably
down.
more than 6.
It probably is.
Probably a year.
It's kind of like a cat
A
you feed.
year?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, I bet so. It was wintertime. He was here last.
Oh, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, for the folks at home listening, Couch Guy is in the house tonight.
Because I feel like it was shortly after the last, not the Back to the Future Outback party.
Oh,
But it was around then, I feel like.
Yeah, he left us after trivia night.
Because we were both wet blankets.
Because
we were both big
We
fat
did way
bitches
better
that night.
this year.
Well, and I mean, we rocked it. Now, not as good as another team, and one of the members of that team happens to be sitting in here.
They bought their championship.
Oh, NIL.
You got that NIL money.
NIL money up there. I don't know, but it's good. It's good to be together. It's good to be back. St. Henrians, thank you for welcoming us to the party. We will always champion the small communities.
Well, they're pretty Dutchy bastards over there too, don't you know? Once already, so like we fit in, you know.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we fit in.
Hey, before we get into it, Hopf Outdoor Power, it's lawn mowing season, and I tell you what, I've seen some lawns already cut.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Already cut.
Knocking them onions down.
Oh yeah.
The month of March is the start to mowing season. Don't fret that the upcoming season is upon us. Look out into your garage, your shed, or your barn. That mower has cut its last blade of grass. Good news is, Hopf Outdoor Power has got you covered. For the month of March, they are running a 20% off new Cub Cadet Pro Series mowers. For those in the back, let me repeat, 20% off. Hopf Outdoor Power also has a great selection of used mowers as well. Don't wait till you can't see your front door from the sidewalk. Call the boys today.
Big fella, we got.
So this is a
real
tough
quick
time.
before you go, not to interrupt, but I'm going to. Are you feeling okay, you little froggy?
No, I feel like shit.
Did you take a little pollen load to the back of the throat?
Well,
Little racking,
No.
getting there.
so it always happens where it starts in my nose,
I bet it does.
my sinusness, and then it just works its way to my chest, and now it's in my chest where I've been hacking lung butter, and yeah, I'm this little. I got a little froggy.
Okay.
Then just jump.
You feel it?
Feel what?
Yeah.
Froggy.
You work. Yeah.
Okay.
Leap, bitch. So this is a rough time of year for me. Not for me, but for a lot of folks.
Mm.
My topic states: roll your window down.
Okay.
Okay.
And I say that with the utmost seriousness.
Okay.
Are you guys big proponents of rolling your window down in your vehicle?
Hell yeah.
Like all the time?
We rode down the interstate to Habstat with the windows down.
Okay.
Tuesday.
Right.
Hey, it was good to see you, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, you know,
Made it to a road game.
you take a lot of flack for not venturing out to road games, but you were there.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Like
Jenna had to work probably, huh?
she was, but she was able to leave work early. No, it was a good time.
I'm not
that's
discrediting
good.
it.
No, I'm digging that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we made it, and we came plenty early. We were there half an hour before we had to be.
Now, Jenna said you had some of the pizza from that.
Wolves.
Yeah, Jenna got one. And,
Sandy's?
No, Mother Truckers.
That was good. Was it
Never
good?
heard of it.
Yeah, it was pretty
Mother
pricey.
Truckers Pizza.
Ooh.
I think it was like $16, and I mean, it was like
It was like a food truck?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Mother Truckers Pizzeria. What blew me away was they had little buzzers at a food truck. So you put your
Really?
order in,
Oh, yeah, I've seen those. That's there's one around here that does that too.
and I've seen restaurants. I'm like, oh man, that's kind of high on the hog to be running the whole.
Yeah, damn ritzy shit. Maybe that's why
that's
your
why
pizza
pizza's at
costs
$20.
$7.
Yeah.
Because I gave her
Overhead.
20, and Will came back with like with a little sucker ring.
50-cent piece for
And
change.
and she's like, "Yeah, money." I was like, "I gave you 20." She's like, "Yeah,
Look
that
at
one's
the
gone."
landing gear on that sapsucker. Wow.
Well, that's a stink bug from
Yeah,
the TV.
That's the Indian
Well, it's-
state bird. They're reemerging.
It feels
Yeah.
like August in this mother.
Reemerging. Yeah.
Wake up the walls. So window down. Back
Yeah,
on topic
so
here.
the thing is, I'm a huge window down all the time guy.
Mm.
I mean, obviously when it's piss pouring rain, or if I'm in the car wash, I don't roll my window down, I don't,
You see his big goofy bastard with his window.
oh no. No, but so I work with this little pansy ass pussy looking
Mother trucker.
wimpy butt
Oh, poor Cesar.
No, not him. He's got a new boyfriend.
Oh, did you guys?
I got dumped. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Cesar.
That's all right. That's okay.
It's not.
But,
will
I mean, yeah,
defend your
no, it's
honor.
fine. I got a new, fresher piece myself, so it's all
Oh,
good.
Cesar got a little worn out, huh?
younger, fresh meat.
Oh, God.
Anyway, but like he's a big time like roll the window up kind of guy, and it drives me nuts.
That's tough.
Like the other day, it was nice out. It wasn't hot. It wasn't like one of those 80 degree days, but it was probably like one of those high 40s days. But like the
Sun was out.
yeah, the sun was out or whatever, and it was. I mean, it's been windy for a month. You know what I mean? So it was windy, and I had the heat on. Like I always run the defroster,
Oh, yeah.
like on about 3/4 hot to quarter cold. Right there in that area.
You're just past half.
Yeah, and I run it just a shade up over like maybe a quarter fan speed, so it's not drying your eyes out or anything like that.
Just keeping the cab warm, a little positive pressure to keep the dust from coming in.
You're right. And then I roll the window. Like I don't roll it all the way down.
You're a half window guy.
Or maybe 3/4 guy.
Oh.
Just fresh air.
Yeah. And this kid's always and I like he'll get in and I'll like have it down, like equalized, to where like my window and his window.
You don't get the reverb?
They're at the same level. First thing he does is roll the window up.
Now, is this auto windows?
What do you mean?
Power windows, or do you like crank his side down?
power.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know if you were going over.
No, I'm not laying over and rolling the window.
I thought maybe you went and opened the door for him and cracked his window. and
Patted his cheeks as he
Not that.
climbed into the
No,
truck.
we're not there. He's patting mine.
then-
But I'm like, are you cold? No. You're not cold. No. And I'm like, then why'd you roll your window up? No. And I'm like, roll your goddamn window down. He's like, why? Did you fart? And I said, no.
That's the appropriate response.
Like,
Now, see, that's a mistake people make. You don't want to roll your window down when it happens.
You want to
because
roll
then it
somebody
sucks
else's
right
down.
past
Yeah.
your face out the window.
Yeah.
You want to crack yours and have somebody else's down more, so it pulls the fresh air.
You got to
down.
suck it out the other way. But so we just got in this huge standoff, about like rolling your window up.
Lovers quarrel.
Yeah, roll your window down. And one of the old heads said back in the day, now this is way before my time, probably even before I was born. But they would buy trucks that didn't have air conditioning. Like we still have 2 of them that don't. Like they are not. They
I
don't
think
even,
when I worked for the parks department,
Yeah.
that one regular cab truck didn't have AC.
they don't even have them from the factory
Yeah.
Right.
because you have to roll your windows down. Like in the summertime, they said you can't roll your windows up because if your windows are up, then the citizens outside will think you're talking about them. Like literally that's been said, and I'm thinking, well, I mean, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but like I like to roll
but
the
it's
windows.
it's the perception of AC windshield time. We're just off.
You betcha.
Because if it's close to 9, like 8:15, we're headed to break. If it's
8:15, good God.
if it's-
we'd get caught. No, 8:45 maybe.
But that's what people would think. I mean, you know what it is.
I do.
Oh, taking break early, a little
Yeah.
windshield time,
No,
warm
yeah,
day.
we're in the crosshairs a lot. But I'm a big time roll your window down guy. And like Justine gives me shit about it. I mean, this little pissant, he gives me shit about it.
Shouldn't talk to him about it like that. Shouldn't
Wait.
talk to him like that.
Why?
He's just a boy.
Just a boy.
You need to just
He's a great kid.
Slap him around a little
very
bit.
very lucky to have him.
Know what you ought to do.
I'm just trying to learn him up once.
Now, why don't you just, before he gets in the truck,
Lock
the
him.
panel off, unplug his window controller, and just go get in your because you're driving, right?
Yeah.
And then just,
Deal with it.
yeah.
Kind of like a face your fears thing.
I mean, I wouldn't even tell him you unplugged it because then he'll just plug it in and
Oh,
be like,
it
it must be broke.
must be
Yeah,
broke.
put it up. Shit, mine's broke too, pal.
Up and down.
that's a tough spot.
Yeah. Where are you at with it?
Well, the old polar bear, as it's aged, I've got some motor issues with my windows.
Slow.
Yeah, so I don't roll them down taking that chance. Need to get them fixed and replaced because I'm a big window guy. I enjoy a nice cruise with the windows down. But I don't work for the city, so I can keep my windows up and be comfortable. Because the tough thing about this time of the season,
Blows your hair.
yep, that's a problem.
That was a bald joke.
Yeah. No, but you're kind of in that line of it's a little chilly in the morning, but then you get a little too warm. So then you got to you got to find that right mix there.
So that's another thing too, is like you got your t-shirt on, you got your sweatshirt on.
Oh yeah.
You got your jacket on because you're literally working, and then you just jump in the truck and go either to the next job or go back to shop and get a tool or go do this or go do that. You don't
Lunch.
we don't just strip down all our clothes to get in the truck, like our jackets. Like we don't, you just get in, you don't like disrobe to drive to the next destination and then literally have to put your coat back on again to get out. You just get in.
I would, because I'm not a big coat driving guy.
I take my coat off to drive.
Well, I know, but when you're driving a considerable distance, but when you're literally you're 4 miles from everywhere in Huntingburg.
I'll take my coat off to drive from anywhere in the neighborhood to the house. I get all, and it's like, and then the seat belt, and then it's just not good. I don't like it.
Really gets you in a funk, huh?
And I sweat a lot.
Yeah, you do.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's probably high blood pressure.
Yeah, that's what you
No,
were saying
I
last
think
weekend too.
I think you're good. I think you're in great shape, buddy.
Yeah, I was sweating a lot last weekend.
Like a whore in church.
Yeah, you got what? 4 buttons down? 5 buttons down?
Oh, that made her happy. And then when they were like, "Oh, sing," and she's like, "So I'm singing."
I think the problem.
You had your I told you to take your undershirt off.
Yeah.
As soon as before we even left, when we walked down to Justin's, we're dropping kids off, and you look like you just climbed out of the pool when you walked in there.
I think Justine's the one that got me out of trouble because Jen always wants me to be buttoned up to like the collar.
Stupid.
And then, so she did, and I tried to undo it, and then she did it again, and then Justine came, she was like, "You look miserable," and she undid it, and I was like, "Yes." And Jen was like, "Justine, I told him to wait till after dinner." I don't know why after dinner.
No, wait till after dinner. That's
It's like a no shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah.
Respectable for.
You're not even going to be able to get a steak if they can see your chest hair.
Yeah, you take your plate up there.
I don't have any.
Sir, is that 2 buttons undone? No steak for you.
You're out.
No steak
no
for you.
soup for you.
Yeah,
Oh, that
you're
was a
done.
good time. I
Anyway,
agree.
roll your window down. Unless it's raining.
Good PSA there.
Got
Put that on a t-shirt. Hey, fellas, in real time, today and tomorrow, and I know this isn't a sports podcast, but the fact that we have March Madness on TVs and college basketball and gambling, it's the best time of the year.
I'll agree.
We got back from lunch today, and it was immediately because I've got YouTube TV. You can be on the home screen and then have like 4 games up.
Oh, nice.
Productivity in the office is down bad right now.
Well, you'll get
Thanks to the Clemson Tigers, my bracket's blown right out of the game.
I took McNeese State plus 7.5
No way.
on a ticket. Yeah.
What about your bracket?
Oh, I took Clemson all day.
For sure.
I thought they would
How
be
about
close.
Louisville Creighton?
I
took Louisville.
initially I was all about
Frickin'
Creighton,
Redbird.
and then Louisville had a pretty good run there in the ACC tournament, and I thought they're hot, could work out. But the thing in that Louisville, the thing in that Louisville game, their coach, like they were making a comeback,
Turned out to be a little bitch whenever.
got teed up,
Yeah.
and then it was a 4-point swing, and it just wasn't.
Well,
pretty.
and then he was bitching before the tournament too because they were seeded. He thought they were seeded wrong.
Yeah.
And then he thought they should be playing like 11 seed. Ended up drawing Marquette, which is a 9. And they ended up, it was
No, not Marquette.
Creighton. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They drew Creighton, which was a 9.
Yeah. But Dave, I think if you would sit down to watch,
I asked Couch Guy today. We're eating at the Gaslight after the daddy-daughter dance.
yeah,
I met Justine and Maxwell. Max had baseball. Justine had a soccer meeting. Ellie went to Oink with brother Jerry Austin and Brody.
yeah,
Anyway. And this son of a bitch comes walking in. I thought, holy cow, he really is coming,
yeah.
And then Scout come over and said, hey, and we were talking, and they got like TVs everywhere. Same deal. And I said, Tyler, how much basketball did you watch today? He goes, none. You know, I feel like you and Dave are the same level.
I mean, like not even like a big event like this. Like I feel like you would hit the high points of like a big event like this.
Every basketball game that you're going to watch from now to the end of the tournament is going to be really good
basketball.
Games. And that's why that's the big, like, this is when people get vasectomies. This is when people,
not this guy,
when you get like elective surgeries and take
get a
PTO
vasectomy during March Madness time. I think I didn't watch any basketball.
Right.
But
Purdue's game today at noon.
I needed High Point to cover.
Really?
I think I knew that it was coming up soon because everybody at work
talking about the brackets
had their brackets.
There was
their
one
table.
point like an hour before the tournament starts because I think it's like 12:15 or 12:10 is like the first tip.
Yeah.
They said that there was over 700 brackets a second being filled out.
Mm-hmm.
That's how many people were doing last second brackets.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
I have 5 this year, 3 of my own and 2 auto picks. And one of my own is doing like 98% and one auto pick's 100 and the other ones are just trash already.
But it's
And we're like, what, 5 games in?
yeah. I guess it would be half of them today. So 8 at 8 games, maybe whatever it is. But I don't know. It was going on. It reminds me of like when we were in middle school and like this time, high school, this time would roll around and the cool teachers would put it up on
Ellie said she watched it today.
Yeah.
Max said that they were in, I won't name drop the teacher, but they were doing their stuff, but then like he would allow them to open a tab and like stream a game.
I bet Brado said no.
And Justine was like, you mean to tell me you were streaming basketball while you were at school? He goes, Max is instantaneously just like, oh yeah, we were. And I said, oh yeah. Huh? Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be that open about it. You know, the crazy thing of it is the NCAA with March Madness, their copyright and trademark stuff on that, it is unreal what they have trademarked that you can't use.
Mm-hmm.
It is like aggressive in protecting that.
Sister-in-law messaged the family group earlier and said that her biggest thing about the March Madness so far was the throwback Geico commercials with Maxwell the pig.
Oh,
Have you seen it?
Yeah, where he's out the window with the little pinwheels.
He's out the window with the
He's like,
pinwheel.
wee, wee, wee.
It's like that was the, and then whenever they get home, Maxwell. Yeah, Mrs. H, you're home. Oh, all right. Thanks. You know what I mean? He gets out. It's fun.
I wonder, we make a big deal about like what the Super Bowl charges per ad. I wonder what some of these March Madness partners pay.
Oh, no.
I mean, it would be interesting to see.
Because that Geico commercial's old. Like that one's been around a long time.
Quite a while.
I haven't seen that in ages.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dave, no basketball at all? Like nobody in your office, no office pool?
Oh, everybody does that at work. Yeah.
Did you get in?
No, never have.
See, and that's the thing I don't understand. Like, even as a non-sports person, like I got one on ESPN, I got one on CBS Sports, and the one on ESPN I think I auto-picked, and then the one on CBS I did myself, and you entered that into a drawing. Are you going to win? No. But could you
fun.
win? Could you win like $1 million? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like a scratcher, and it literally takes 3 to 5 minutes of your time.
When I was in the first year of law school up there, like Michigan's not a big, Indiana's a basketball state.
Yeah.
Michigan's not as much.
More of like a walleye fishing state.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But they, like the people I was in school with, they were like, what do you mean? Like do brackets? And I'm like, you guys have never done brackets? Like
that's wild.
Like blind pool draws where you just pull a team out of the hat and that's who it is. And
what was it? No, it's probably been longer than that now. Was it like 5 years ago? That girl from Jasper? There was a girl from Jasper High School that had like she was the most perfect bracket in the country.
I mean, we were doing brackets in high school.
Oh yeah, like Max has got 2 or 3 of them now. 6th grade.
They wagering on them?
I don't know if
you
they
had
got
a
skin in the
bracket
game or not.
course. Like that was a elective. It was
Bracketing?
Bracketology or something.
Well, that's what another friend of ours, Max's baseball coach, was talking about. That him and his dad, they kind of like. He's like, yeah, I helped my dad through one of his today. You know, he's like, I didn't even fill one out, but I helped my dad through one of his. And I'm like, what do you mean helped him? And I'm like, well, Like we went back down to like the specifics or the statistics of it and looked at,
Yeah.
schedule percentage and seating and all that shit. And I'm
Gambling
like,
has made so much of that information available. We, in year 2 of law school, we had, there was 2 women that cohabitated that were in a relationship.
oh, they're lesbians.
Yep. Very nice people. One
Sure.
played softball at Northwestern.
Subarus?
Did they have
Yes.
Subarus?
And Golden Retrievers.
Did they have the sticker on the back of the window that said coexist? With all
No,
the different
no.
symbols?
They were old school.
You know what I'm talking about?
They were old school lesbian, but they were
Flannel.
super cool people. But they came over one day.
Butchie.
They came over one day doing something out in the yard, and
Scissoring.
they were no.
Oh, sorry.
Oh boy, Rusty, little Rusty Scissors.
They had the pruners out.
Yeah.
The scissor
Yeah.
and the shrubs.
But she-
Edward Scissorhands.
But we had talked some sports, and like football season, they flew a Northwestern flag out there, and so I'd always give them a hard time. And then I would shovel snow in shorts, and they just thought that was the wildest thing. But we kind of became friends in a weird sense of 2 lesbian women being
I
friends
think
with.
that'd be cool to have 2 lesbian chicks as your.
But I was in their pool one year, and it was a blast. It was a lot of fun. But we ran into them down at a bar in Grand Rapids, and like came up and like did the old dap up, and like all their lesbian friends were like, "Who the are those guys? How do they? What is going? Like we got like the third like we were not.
Oh,
supposed
they thought
to be
they
there.
were not. They thought
They thought
that-
we were hitting on them or something.
Yeah.
And then they like went back and explained to the other ladies like, "No, these are our neighbors. These are the like
They were.
they're
You
friends."
you were intruding on their
And then-
He-Man haters club.
And then we, they came and they dapped us up, and it was a good night. It was fun.
Yeah.
Drank a lot of wine, had some cheese. It was cool.
Drink a lot of wine.
Man, Jenna went to, I'm a little disappointed. She's like, you need anything from Sam's Club? Because Sam's Club and Walmart's the same thing. I said, yeah, if they got a couple cases of that wine. I'm like, you can't get it at Sam's Club, only at the Walmart. And we're over here on the hill. We get Walmart delivery.
Can't well, you can deliver wine.
Can you? Because she told.
I think so. I
I don't
think you can
deliver home. I don't.
wine. I think you can
You can get it in the mail.
because they ship it. Yeah,
I might just go there after work tomorrow and buy them out of that.
Why can you not ship beer if you can ship wine?
it's different how the regulations are.
Yeah, because
It's different.
I don't
wine-
know. Just read the regulations. I don't.
Yeah.
Title 605.
Yeah, 7B. Dick.
Yeah.
SM7B. Shut up, couch guy. You ain't been here long enough to talk
Yeah.
in the gallery.
Yeah. Really. That's all I got, Dave. I didn't want to talk too much sports,
No,
but
that's
hey,
fine.
if we go out to Vegas next year,
Ooh.
would you be in?
I want to go to Vegas so bad, but Jenna wants nothing to do with it.
Who cares?
Yeah,
Leave
it's
her at home.
It's a guy's trip, Dave.
Oh yeah, because I tell you what, I did good on betting on the ponies, looking at the numbers, and I can judge by the weather.
Got a horse right here.
I seem to do okay. I mean, I didn't like bet crazy money, but I left with more money than
If
I
we
came with.
go to Vegas and Dave goes to the pony bar, I'm going to get him one of those hats with like the green clear visors.
That's
Yeah.
what I used to mow in.
I know, dude. Like, no, not a hat, a visor.
Yeah, it's a visor.
Oh.
What's the visor? And the guy's got his glasses pulled down. Ching,
Yeah.
ching. You know those guys?
Well, friend of the program, Phil Colley. I've been out to South Point, which Dave would love South Point because they do the old rodeo out there. But they, he was like, he sent the flyer for South Point, like what they had special wise. And I was like, boys, we could be on a plane this morning. Like we can make that trip. But a couple of them were like, hey, next year, because it's been a few years. But we don't go on the strip.
Oh, Phil just sent it like today or yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday, I think. Because we don't go, because South Point's not on the strip. It's south of town.
Yeah. Shocker.
Yep. And they don't charge like tables. There's some of those like casinos on the strip, and our buddy, it's amazing. We bring Jimmy Kramer on the show once, and then we don't hear from him again. But he used us a little bit, I think.
That's okay.
But he could probably attest to this. They're charging like $1,000 for a 4-top
Whoa.
for you to have like to be March Madness in Vegas. But South Point doesn't charge. It's perfect. It's great. They got a pool. They got like 7 different restaurants, steakhouse, nicer steakhouse, Mexican place, great all you can eat breakfast, all you can eat spot.
I'd go out there for March Madness because I don't know if I get into March Madness, but I'd go play blackjack somewhere.
Well,
5 or 10
the
minutes.
casino's like right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that'd be good.
They got a spa. You get a massage. Last time I was out there, Janelle's like, "Hey, you've been stressed lately."
Rub and tug.
No, it was one of them stone massages.
Oh, hot rocks.
Yeah, and
Is
it
that
was
legal
great.
out there?
Huh?
Marijuana is legal.
Yeah. Or
As-
you saying what'd you ask?
What kind of massage was it?
Hot
rocks. He thought you said hot box.
No, I thought you said stoned.
Oh no, I did not. Did not partake.
Oh.
What is a stone
Drug-free since
massage?
Well, they
93.
put hot rocks all over you, Goofy. You never had. You ever
They
seen that?
massage you with these hot stones. It is.
They're like smooth river stones.
Dave,
it's not
it-
like a pile of deuces out in your driveway.
It
where they're
melts.
grinding on your back.
Dave, they just do this kind of little motion, and it just melts the stress away. And then when you're done, they'll put them on your spine, down your back, and let you lay there for a little bit.
I'll be damned.
I mean, you don't like massages, but maybe the stone is
I've
enough.
never had one. I just don't know. It makes me weirded out to go get one.
Well, hey, the neighborhood has a lady they like going to.
Yeah.
I heard that conversating the other day, but it sounds like it hurts.
Oh, it does.
But it's good. It's a good hurt.
There's a new one. There's a new gal in town too. That they came to our health fair, and you could do like little 3 to 5 minute mini sessions.
Yeah.
Granted, the chair that she brought was one of those ones where
You didn't test it out, did you?
you had to sit in it like you straddled it and then put your face in the little thing, you know?
Yeah.
But then like the bar going up,
Yeah, go ahead there.
my belly hit
World
on it.
class.
So like my face was like this far away from the deal. So I really couldn't enjoy it that much.
There we go. Hey,
She's like, "Are you done?" I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
I'm done. We're going to take a quick pause. LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing. We appreciate them. Lawn Enforcement Officer Logan Clark of LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing is readying for a busy season. Whether you need someone to take care of your lawn or need some pressure washing and cleaning of your outdoor spaces, Logan's ready. Logan provides a service. That service makes your life easier. He can save you time, hassle, and the struggle of keeping that lawn cut and those outside areas clean. Small yard, large yard, no problem. Deck or pool patio, no problem. Don't wait. Logan will book up fast. And you want to know why? Because the lawn officer is damn good. All right, Brother Dave, we got.
Now, Casey, you're going to be out on this one, and I apologize. I should have picked a better topic.
Do you want me to just leave the table?
No, man. You might have something to put in here. But do you guys ever like research what your dreams mean if you have like dreams over
I
again?
do.
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
So I've been having some crazy ones lately, and normally I get some pretty good input on them. I have a lot of dreams where my teeth are falling out. Apparently that's insecurities and stuff, so I guess I'm insecure.
You have a few, but we can talk about that off air.
But I had a dream last night. Now, my teeth didn't fall out, but my jaw got broke. I don't know how it happened. I just started the dream with a broke jaw.
How did you know your jaw was broke?
Well, because when I started the dream, I guess dentist was drilling holes through my gums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they gave me a bootlace to wire my jaw shut with, and I had to change it every hour because it was a bootlace. So I had to thread this thing through there and like and wire my jaw shut. Now I'm with my mom and my stepdad, okay? But we're on like a quest. Like an exodus, like a whole bunch of people walking
Johnny
down
Bravo.
a dirt road.
Johnny Quest.
Like
Like
heading
you-
the same direction.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to tie my jaw shut because that's what I said to do.
And hike at the same time.
And then there's this Amish family that must have been Mennonite, or they were all rumspringying because they were in English clothes, like regular people clothes. But the young child, he must have been 12 to 14. He had just killed and skinned a bear.
Where in the hell did you get a bear?
I don't know. He had it on a wooden wheeled wagon he was trying to pull, and they had all the meat. And I was like, I'll help you. And I'm tying my jaw shut. So I try to pick up this bear hide that he's trying to keep. And in doing so, I ended up like knocking my jaw tie loose, and then I dropped his bear skin in the dirt.
And he was upset about this?
Shortly after I died, I think. But it's
Dysen-
real weird. But I Googled
dysentery.
it, and
You typed all that into the Googler box.
and Google didn't have anything for it.
Ah, no shit.
I'll be damned.
So I was just most of the time you get something out of there, but I think.
Do you ever feel like in your dreams you wake up and you're in Vietnam and it's 1965?
No.
Oh, I figured maybe that was the night sweats.
No, I've been dreaming of work lately, and I wake up panicked that I forgot to send an email, forgot to do something, so I check my emails in the middle of the night. And I'm like, oh, it's just dreaming again. It's been freaking wild. It's been a real weird few weeks, guys. I don't know. It's just been I've been dreaming a lot.
Doesn't even know what day it is.
Most days I don't.
Well, I mean, I did have to call him and say, hey, it's Tuesday night. There's no podcast up.
Yeah, I thought we were podcast. I thought today was Friday, most of yesterday. And,
So you think today's Saturday? Or
well,
are
no,
you-
now I
you
realize that
corrected?
today's Thursday, but
Okay.
yeah, it's just been a hoard up mess. I don't know. It's all blending together, which is weird. I mean, it makes the days go by pretty quick.
Well, I think in my dreams, because they're empty, I'm at peace with everything. I've reached a zen
That could
point.
be.
I may have to Google that. I just kind of pulled that out of the air. But see, I have them up like where I think somebody's in the room. That
I
gets
thought
me.
We were getting shot.
Oh, me too. Me
No, I thought
too.
you were going to shoot.
Oh,
I
no.
thought you were just going to start cracking off rounds in the middle of
I'm
the
surprised. Yeah, well, there's a lot of artillery in that room. But I am
Yeah, 3
very,
hefty takes and 3 pistols.
I really thought that we were going to get like the noise ordinance or something. Like somebody was getting murdered in there.
It was worse.
Shit. Oh, shit. Like, what? What's happening? Dave and I are untangling our hoses around our necks and freaking out, and the lights off. And God, it was frantic.
I thought you didn't dream. What was that? I don't know.
Liar. It's all a sham.
Well, Arlo's in the other side of the West Wing there with
Just
the big bed.
complete snooze. Yeah, look at me. I'm running a 10K. I get my own room.
He deserved it. He deserved it. I don't know. See, and I looked up like what causes those, and sometimes like too much caffeine. There's some other things, but yeah, there's some of them that get pretty spooky. Like
I have real erotic dreams.
we don't need to go into that. It's a PG podcast.
Do you ever have those?
No, I don't dream.
Okay. Do you ever have those?
Mine are always pretty terrible, dying or.
Man.
I wouldn't guess that your dreams are erotic based on your search history. That surprises me.
No, not all the time. But yeah, sometimes I have some real juicy ones. And then other times they're like Dave. They're just wild, like out of the blue, just holy shit. Like, where does that come from? But I have Justine has had the teeth falling out thing several times. But I think that's more than insecurity. Isn't it stress too?
Yeah, I think that ties in there.
Like that's a big one. Like this, like, okay, so one of my buddies that I work with is really into that kind of, how do I explain it?
Into that world.
Not mysticism, but like just kind of.
He believes there's something about the dreams.
Well, that dreams and
He's a big horoscope guy.
old
Wives' tales.
sorcery type shit. You know, he's not a witch or a wizard or a warlock or anything like that. But
Look, it's a warlock.
God damn, I gotta move. I gotta better look at that them warlocks. Anyway, he has this whole ass book about like what dreams mean, and there is a lot of symbolism tied to dreams.
And I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And it's whether you want to read into it.
I mean, really appreciate it, but your dreams or your subconscious kind of coming out. What's bothering you is what you dream about, but you don't directly like deal with it in a
It's
dream.
from your waking life.
Do you
most of the
think that depending on what you eat, what it'll have to do with your dreams?
I don't know. Because if I knew though, I would eat whatever. I told you, and I know we've talked about it on the podcast, but my God damn it, who played? I got to watch the GD. Apparently, I got called out on YouTube. I don't know if you saw that.
Pastor
comment.
Dan?
No, believe it was Mr. Seibert.
Oh,
Oh, a lot of GDs from Brother Smoke there this episode.
oh, he's a little bit of a heathen.
But who played Magnum PI?
Tom Selleck.
Yeah, the dream I had with Tom Selleck and Toby Keith, it could have been a made-for-TV movie.
Yeah, and Chuck Norris too.
No, Chuck Norris wasn't in it, just Tom Selleck.
Oh,
Toby
okay.
Keith and me. But that, if I could recreate that dream, like I remember that vividly still.
If I eat hot sauce
What a guy.
or chocolate, I might as well just do 10 tabs of acid before I go to bed.
Really?
Oh, dude, it is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
I wonder, like, you
like
know,
Frank's hot sauce, Cholula, Valentina, anything. Hot sauce, I'm going to trip my balls off when I'm asleep. It's crazy.
I wonder if like a guy did, like, not that I'm going to, because not a drug guy, but like one
Like
of them
micro- Ashwanga?
like
No,
whatever Aaron Rodgers did.
Ayahuasca. Ashwanga. How am I saying that? That's in like vitamin water.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah, that's like a testosterone boosting type mineral.
Natural.
Ashwagandha. There it is.
Yeah, I just wonder like what that would be for somebody like me that doesn't dream. Like, would it unlock? Like, would it unlock that?
Don't get this shit. Couch guy's gonna. You won't be able to shut up. He's gonna get. You've already flipped the switch.
Well, couch
he's
guy
all
can
in.
just like a child in the 18th century, just be seen and not heard.
They. Good grief. There is a guy around here that could take you on a quest to do that.
Yeah, down. Yep.
Actually, a local fella.
Yeah, I know, and not gonna do it because there's responsibilities and other things. here at
Yeah, I
home.
know.
But
I've actually
Ron
been.
White goes pretty deep into the comedian.
yeah,
He quit drinking by doing one of these ayahuasca
Ayahuasca.
retreats.
Now is that a WH or it's
I
actually?
believe so. Ayahuasca.
No, it's WAHU.
See, ayahuasca.
Kind of like white.
yeah.
Snow white.
cream
Whipped.
whipping your ass.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
No,
I
I,
don't
do
know.
have I don't have
Cinnamon
reoccurring
whiskey.
dreams, but for some reason, I have lots of dreams where I'm back in my house in Brazil. But it's not the house that I lived in Brazil, but I know it's the house in Brazil, if that makes sense.
What is that? Is that a ladybug?
Yeah.
Looked like it was carting something off.
No, it just looks bigger on this huge
What
table.
a cesspool.
But anyway, I always have this dream that I find a hidden tunnel in that house.
What?
And there's like a big, because it was built in the 50s, and there's like a big underground bunker. And like I'm always like, damn it,
like a
maybe-
bomb shelter.
yeah,
That'd be cool.
yeah. Wish I could find.
Do you have reoccurring dreams other than that one? Do you?
And it's not
Well, the people standing over me, yeah.
yeah.
and it's not a reoccurring dream.
Like
It's just
getting
a
ready to sit on your
reoccurring-
face type stuff.
No, like it's in the peripheral. Like they're like, you know where how our bedroom's set up.
Yeah,
Like
Been
where the
in there
window-
several times when you weren't there.
That's fine.
It's not a dream.
Big guy lurking in the window.
Oh God, this creepy bastard out there now.
Yeah, I don't know. I wish if there's anybody in Dutchman land that can figure out, because like I do sleep well because I did. I don't know. I think it was either you or you talked about
The grounding blanket too.
Well, the grounding blanket helps a ton. The CPAP
we talked
helps a lot.
about that.
But like I tracked my sleep, and like I was getting into like REM and deep sleep. So like I get there.
How do you do that?
It's
watch.
an app on.
Oh, on your
Yeah.
My watch won't last that long.
You need a new
Now,
one.
my Fitbit used to last for like 10 days, and I liked it for that to track my sleep. But I do like the Apple Watch more than anything.
I just got too much shit going on my left wrist.
Well, then put it on your right wrist, bro.
I'm not a right wrist watch guy.
Then put your bracelets on your right wrist.
Nah, I can't do that.
How do you decide which wrist you want to wear your watch on?
Just your non-dominant hand, because you got so much shit going on with your dominant hand.
I always
I'll be
thought
damned.
you just didn't put on your right because that's the hand you shook hands with.
I just
Think of all the extra steps you'd get.
World
that
class.
right. What else? Was,
Hey,
oh,
by
I
the
was
way,
talking about the handshake.
speaking-
yeah, you were.
Speaking of world class hair dickers, friend of the program, Wesley,
Yeah.
when he was singing when he was singing, he was really getting after it. That's exactly what he was doing with a microphone in his hand.
Now, what about the? This is something that always drives me nuts, and my uncle did it. But what about the guys that wear their
Upside
watch
down.
face on their wrist underneath here?
I don't understand that.
I don't either.
Well,
Because you scratch up the face.
okay, I'll buy that, but it is a quicker motion than this most of the time.
What this boom?
Maybe your uncle tore his rotator cuff and he couldn't externally rotate, so that's why he
Might
internally
have been.
rotated.
I'm
It
not
does
sure.
strain a little bit to go that. I mean, like this
for the
right
love
here
of
is
Christ.
fucking just 7:15.
I don't know. Yeah, that's something that's
Yeah.
was weird.
I don't know.
Hey, let's move it. Keep it moving.
Okay.
Oh, fine. I was done talking anyway. You guys.
Well, Dave, we don't care about your
Yeah,
dreams.
moving
Dream.
It is time for the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut Question of the Week for the fellas. Brought to you by Merkley and Sons, of course, the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. As we get into grilling season, that's got to be your first stop.
We've been saying it for a long time, but Merkley and Sons is the ultimate destination for meat enthusiasts. Why they haven't put it on a shirt yet, we have no idea. Spring training isn't just for baseball. Spring training is also for the grill masters of your house. You can't shine in the summer months if you don't start putting the work in the spring. Get your grill ready. Get your burger flipping arm strong. Work on catching cold cans of beer tossed your way with one hand. The gang at Merkley's is ready to provide you with all your grilling meats that you could need. Stop over, say hi, and be ready to be in meat heaven.
In real time, kids are going on spring break next week. We work. I think we're all here. Nobody's got spring break plans, do they?
I'm going to Tampa for work. So, yay.
Yeah, it sounds exciting. So some spring break themed questions here. If you were going to go on a spring break trip, beach or mountains?
Honestly, for spring break, I'd probably pick the beach. I love the mountains, but like I just get so tired of cold and wet that I think warm and wet sounds nice.
It is. You got to go deep beach though.
Yeah, because it's
Well, I mean, I can no longer go to like a continental, beach. Got to be an island now. Is that what you meant, like farther south?
Yes.
Yeah, like I can't just go to like Destin anymore
why not?
because I've been to the cesspool down there and it's way better.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's where you took you a long time to get there.
Yeah, well, there's a continental part because that's like an island,
Oh,
like
oh,
Let me get it.
not attached to the mainland.
oh.
Sorry.
Okay, what about you?
Oh yeah, beach.
I'm thinking mountains. You're getting that early spring. It's not, because I like getting in the water a little bit. Not much, but a little bit.
Gotta do that in an icy spring.
Well, when I go to
Spring.
that cesspool, I like
Yeah.
being able to get,
To the pool.
I don't know. Maybe it's situational. Would you do the hotel or like an Airbnb Verbo kind of deal?
For spring break,
Yeah.
I'm out on hotels for spring break now.
Me
I got to
too.
have a house.
Me
Yeah,
too.
I agree with you there. Poolside drinks or out there on the beach getting the ocean waves?
I have mine for breakfast, and then everything behind it just follows suit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the beach and get drunk.
We going to have a real packed itinerary or are we just going to kind of go with the flow?
No,
Super packed. Wake up, crack a cold one.
put a good dip in. No, I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, I think that's what
Sleep
you gotta do.
in. make
Maybe do a
breakfast.
podcast that don't ever actually make it out.
Yeah, that was tough.
Think all the space we wasted for
No
fucking
shit.
luggage.
I had to
take
pack
all
that giant
shit.
spaceship on the top of my roof
Yeah.
for a spike ball thing and a shit ton of podcast equipment that didn't get used.
It got used.
Yeah,
Didn't get used right.
Theme parking or national parking?
National Park.
National.
I would agree with that. Getting up early for morning activities or snoozing in?
Up early.
Sleeping in.
See, with our youngins, sleeping in is very limited.
And I'm the exact opposite. I get up because now my youngins sleep in, and I like a little bit of peace and quiet with my coffee before my boozing.
Eating out or cooking?
Cooking.
We eat out. We save up points for that.
Hell yeah.
We don't have to drag a bunch of stuff. I mean, we do breakfast and lunch, but dinner we get out and about. Solo trip, like with the missus, or a group trip for spring break?
That's really tough because we've always done kind of just little family excursions, but I really, really like the last few vacations we've been on. I've either been with another family or two, and the kids have somebody to mingle with. I think I like the group vacations.
Just depends on who the group is.
Smoker, no.
You did.
Somebody else, yes.
Never said that. No. So we went on fall break. So when did we go?
It was a fall break a couple years ago.
Yeah, so we went fall break a few years ago, all of us. And then the following fall break.
Not all of us.
You were down there.
Yeah.
Oh, fall break. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
So fall
Then
break.
you went the following spring break
Right.
because you weren't going to get PTO again.
Right.
Because
So
of
I
your
went fall
foot
break with you guys.
Correct.
And then spring break, we went with just us.
Yep.
And I will say, when we went with just us, it was a lot. It's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's quieter. Sleeping in. Not
Well, you
as-
don't have them smoker kids running around making all that racket.
Well, not only that, like, just kids are busy when there's more kids.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, they want to go do shit when there's other kids.
Yeah.
Like, whenever my kids know that we're on vacation on ourselves, like, yeah, we got bikes, we rented bikes and shit. So they just like got up and went and rode their bikes. And then like we just got up and drank coffee on the porch and watched them ride their bikes. So, you know, it's just, it's situational.
I liked the group part of it, but I like traveling solo. Like, it seemed like there's stress when it's trying to. I mean, you guys had a lot of fun with the walkie-talkies. It
Oh,
was
no,
good
no, no.
content
But
for
there
us.
was, I will admit, don't you
Oh,
admit,
yeah.
there was hella stress. Whether like, if you're trying to carpool, like that was kind of stressful. Like convoy. Like not everybody wanted to stop.
Yeah.
Like my kids wanted to, they didn't want to, they wanted to, we didn't want to, you know, just I'm hungry, they're not, well, they're going to keep going. Well, then what's the point of trying to carpool if they, you know?
Yeah.
So like that part of it was a little stressful.
Yeah.
So like once we get there, everything was fine.
Yeah, I think it was pretty smooth rolling most of that deal. I think. Seemed like it went pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I drank a fair amount of beers.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I just, for me, like, but I like we've met Florida Man down there,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a couple times. And I think he's going to be back down there this fall. And I think he's actually, we might be neighbors,
Oh.
which would be cool. But like last fall break, you know, Brother Noblet was down there. It was great. The girls, you know, Zoe and the girls got to play.
That's the second. Oh yeah, the last fall break I wasn't there
Yeah.
because I had my surgery that previous March. But then 2 summers ago, they were there, we were there, and another couple was there, and none of us planned it at the same time.
Yeah.
Just like they were just randomly all there, and we had a huge house with the Maxi Squad, and we ended up just doing this big ass boil, low country boil. Like me and Pop went and bought a shit ton of shrimp. I don't know.
Shrimp.
I said that's with a yeah.
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of like Kaneka sausage and all that local shit. And
Love Kaneka sauce.
we just hammered down there, and it was a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Coming back with a nice tan, or are we going to be sunburnt?
Sunburn is a motherfucker.
That's
I get redder than the end of a dog's dick.
Indian Irish skin there.
No, just tan, I guess.
I like coming back with a tan. There we go. That's the Merkley and Sons Choice Cut Questions of the Week for the fellas, brought to you by Merkley and Sons. And unfortunately, it's come to an end. It's time for some final thoughts. Brought to you by our friend of the program, Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Dreaming of the perfect home in DuBois, Pike, or the surrounding counties? Melissa Luker with the Hill team will help you find that dream home. What if you aren't looking to buy, but looking to sell? Good news. Melissa is ready for that too. Melissa specializes in understanding your needs and navigating the local market to make your home search seamless and successful. Kind of like a Sherpa guiding a climber up Mount Everest, Melissa will be your guide every step of the way. If you are ready to start your real estate journey, contact our friend Melissa Luker of Keller Williams Capital Realty. Give her a call today, 812-454-4720. Dave, what you got?
You know, stress is tough, and it comes to people in all different ways. But, you know, just try to find your, you know, nothing's worth getting too worried about.
Big fella?
Yeah, I don't really have much other than warmer weather is we can kind of see it at the end of the tunnel. Big fella started baseball practice. The littlest one, softball practice has been canceled 3 times so far. So haven't got to get out on the diamond with her yet. But yeah, the birds are chirping, the grass is greening up, and before you know it, boys will be bitching about how hot it is and floating in hopefully some pool around here.
It's getting built back. Boy.
But anyway,
Built back
better.
keep your stick on the ice.
Of course, as always, big thank you to Velpen Trucking and Disposal, Hopf Outdoor Power, LC Lawn Care and Pressure Washing, our boys over there at Merkley and Sons, and of course, Melissa Luker with Keller Williams Capital Realty. My final thought is this: get outside, enjoy a little sunshine, watch the grass green up. Mother Nature has given us some beautiful evenings where the stars have been nice and clear.
Hell yeah.
Get out there and get grounded a little bit. We get caught up in too much of the other bullshit. So that's what I got.
Dutchman out.